Hello, friends and colleagues. What are you passionate about? Passionate.
The Passion Show on CFRU 93.3 FM, Guelph, Ontario. With Wizard.
I'm a water wizard, Harry.
With
Hello, world. You are listening to The Passion Show with Wizard on CFRU 93.3 FM. It's a do-it-together radio show all about passions and the people who have them. My name is Wizard.
I'm Senor Banana.
Senor Banana.
Exactly.
Wow. Who could have ever predicted that you would find your way into this studio?
Well, I thought about it a couple of years ago, but you weren't here yet.
I wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
You were here. You did the orientation, right?
Long time ago, yep.
That's crazy. Tell me about that.
Well, I was studying here at the university.
That's right. I always forget that you have a degree from University of Guelph.
Yeah, 10 years ago, yeah. Sounds like it was yesterday. And I decided that I could try to get into the radio. I used to do some radio back in Mexico, and it never happened. So now I'm finally here, and I'm glad.
It's amazing how circles can come to a completion. You know, you started a journey, a CFRU journey 10 years ago. Now here you are.
Well, I have to confess, I wanted to start it.
Okay.
It's like when you have the pencil, you're going to start drawing that circle, but you actually do not start the circle. But it's in my mind. I will still try to do some radio. I love it, but lack of time or lack of whatever it is.
Gumption.
Yeah, but I'll try. But I'm very glad that you men are here, that you did it. I remember you talking about this, and here you are.
Yeah, you've always been a major, benefactor and encourager of Wizard projects.
I'm just here to bother people.
You're just here to bug me until I do stuff.
Yeah, until you do it, and see, you are here.
You poke me. You're a poker. He's doing it right now.
I think you should do your passion about Wizard. Can you imagine yourself? And this is your
passion about myself. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And then tell us about your passion. One day I will interview you.
Yeah, I would love to be interviewed by you. And I feel like in doing this show, I'm getting a lot of experience as an interviewer, but not a lot of experience as an interviewee.
You just like the big chair there.
I do like the big chair, but I also like being asked. I find it very comfortable answering questions. I'm very comfortable in the interviewee spot. But this show, for me, it's about not being comfortable.
Okay.
Well, but it's also about being comfortable. The show, who knows what the show is about? The show is about whatever it's about. I like interviewing people.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And I like being interviewed. So one day, hopefully, you start your own show. Call it the Senor Banana Show.
I'm going to do my Senor Banana Passion Show.
The Senor Banana Passion Show.
About
original.
passions. Yeah. Original.
The Senor Banana Passion Show about banana passions and the people who have them.
In fact, I'm glad that you started this. I like the opportunity to be able to talk about something that we may know that we have inside, like that passion for something or for a couple of different things. But who asks you about that? Nobody. Usually your partner in life, they will know or they will ask, but the regular outdoor people out there will not. And will never say, can you tell me about what passion you have? No. So
yeah, it's sort of a heavy question, right?
Yeah. So I'm happy that you have this. This is a good space, a good timing, because it's happening.
Yeah, the world needs this kind of people to be passionate these days,
Yep. I hope that this motivates other people or bugs them to find their passion or just speak up about what your passion is. Thank you for that, Wizard.
Of course. There are a number of people who've been on this show who have been, stirred to figure out exactly what they're passionate about because they want to support and they want to be on the show and they have to think, well, what am I passionate about? But then, it's my attitude that everyone is passionate. Like passion is like a part of the fire of the human spirit. If someone tells me that they're truly not passionate, they might as well tell me they don't have a heartbeat. So I think everyone can be on the show. Everyone in the world could be on the show.
Everyone must be in the show. Even if it's not here with the microphone in the cabin, but somewhere out there when people find that passion,
Uh-huh.
that completes that circle that we start talking about. When you find your passion and you start walking that path, that circle, completing things that makes you happy,
Uh-huh.
that's, for me, that's like a moment that really makes a difference in your life.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of believe that you will ask me a couple of things, but
I certainly will.
I hope you do, because
I intend on asking you some things.
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea what questions. I didn't want to see any of the questions you will ask.
Well, I don't even. I normally don't bring questions
Okay.
like a formal interview. I just ask the big question that searing hot question on everyone's mind, and just see where it goes.
Okay.
You know, the question that everyone has been bugging, prodding, poking me about. They're asking me, Wizard, if you get Banana down for just a moment, just a second, just a mere 58 minutes on CFRU 93.3 FM, which is what you're listening to, by the way, you've got to ask him, Senor Banana, what are you passionate about?
I guess this is the moment when I'm...
This is a moment of truth, yeah.
This is the moment. Okay.
Here we are. What are you passionate about?
Well, a lot of people ask me this. There's a question they make about me, and it's about why Senor Banana wears everything in yellow, why I have a yellow Jeep, or I have a yellow van.
Our yellow door.
A yellow door. I'm going to paint the house yellow too.
Perfect.
And all my clothes are yellow, including my underwear. And everybody asks me why. So
why?
with the time, I'm starting to realize that my passion to answer that question is color yellow.
Your passion is color yellow.
It's a color, yeah. That's a passion. That's. I hope that heaven for me at some point will be color yellow.
That's a beautiful question. Or that's a beautiful answer to a question that I didn't even ask, which is, what does heaven look like to you? A question I've asked people, and I've asked children, but I'm not sure I've ever asked on the Passion Show. But that's beautiful. Heaven is just like a yellow embrace.
See, yeah, I think of I hope, and I'm pretty sure there's a heaven in many different ways for everyone. For me, it will be like a forest of maple trees in fall. You know, when the ground is fully covered in yellow, that's for me. That yellow color, kind of warm, kind of like invite you to just lay down on the ground and sleep, or just look at the sky, which should be yellow, by the way. But okay, it's blue, and that's it. That's my happy place when I think about something that makes me happy, which is the other part of why I like yellow. That's my happy place. It makes me happy. That's what I tell kids. They ask me, and a lot of people, why you have everything yellow? And the first thing I say is, why not? That's the question. So it makes me happy. It makes me smile. And it's unconscious. I just see anything yellow. I look at the controls of your console.
Yeah, there's some yellow on there.
And there's some yellow there. Some people say, that's not yellow. But now I realize, things that look orange, a little orange, is yellowish.
Yeah.
Everything has some yellow in it.
It's true.
So, yeah, my passion is the color yellow, what it means, what it makes me feel, and what I can achieve for the world, starting with kids, with color yellow.
That's beautiful. And you've inspired in me some questions, because you brought up the idea of asking questions, and every now and then I do remember, yes, this is an interview show.
Okay, yeah.
I have a question for you.
I may have an answer.
All right. Do you remember the first time you ever saw the color yellow?
The color yellow.
The very first time in your whole entire life.
Because today, before coming, I was thinking about that. And I promise I was thinking about it. It was my first memory of color yellow.
Yeah.
I do have some memories about a sun in my kindergarten school. I remember we were learning about letters.
That's beautiful.
And I remember very well that on the page in the top of the page, it was a little sun with little triangles, everything in yellow. And I remember it because
I can picture it in my head.
And in the bottom, during the page, you have, the letters. In Mexico, sun is sol.
Sol.
S-O-L. Yeah, that's the word for sun. And I remember very well because that was the day that I learned that if you would put one letter like the letter S and then the letter O and then the letter L, it will say sol. Like that's my memory of learning to read. And I know it because then the next word was sal, which means salt. So
That's
I realized,
S-A-L?
like, well, if you just change the vowels, it makes a different word. And in that moment, I learned
Sort
how
of
to
unlocks
read.
the whole world, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did. But the image of that little sun with the little triangles was on the top. That's. I mean, I know that I've seen Yellow, but something that I remember Yellow was the little sun on the top of the page.
That's
the day I learned to read.
There you go.
That's one. And the other one, but I was a little bit older. I mean, that was when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And the next image of the yellow color that has been with me is the yellow from the logo Batman. You know, the yellow ellipse with the
with the
little
bat
inside. So that made me thought about, like, oh, well, this is powerful. I mean, I'm a fan of Batman.
Batman is a good guy.
Batman is a good guy. I mean, he has his depressions and everything.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, he's a man.
but
He's not just a bat.
but the fact that he has his dark side, the very dark gray, or the black, works as a background for the yellow.
In contrast.
Contrast, exactly.
Because he also like all great heroes, represents optimism and good.
Yeah, so Batman.
And that's for him as a yellow.
I like that there's a little yellow in his life. For me, that little yellow in Batman, it represents the hope. So even when things are so dark, even at night, there can be a little yellow. I like, for example, the yellow on the lights in the cars. Now there are LED lights and they're very white. But before, when I was young...
Oh, I hate the LEDs. Those bright white LEDs on headlights makes me want to punch through a window.
Yeah, exactly. I get blind by them. But before the lights at night...
Yeah, they used to be a pleasant yellow.
It's yellow. And if you kind of close your eyes a little, the lights kind of diffuse and create like little stars, like very shiny. It's a thing when you kind of close your eyes like this a little.
Oh, no, exactly. I see that all the time.
Yeah, and so I remember that yellow. At night, I remember the yellow Batman. And the main one is the yellow of the smiley face.
That's beautiful.
When I was young, it was like kind of very in. I mean, I'm not that old, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have my...
No, you're not that
years.
old.
No, that the smiley face was way before I was born, but there was a time when it was very like in all the smiley faces. Now with the emoticons, everybody uses them, but maybe
my favorite emoticon is still just the normal 2 dots and a curved line smiley face.
Yeah, and maybe people...
he's my go-to guy. I sent him to a friend right before I came in here.
Yeah, they may
guy.
think, like young people that is listening, they may think that...
Young people don't listen to this show. No one listens to this show.
No, okay, well, then just you and I.
Only just random people driving their car at 9 p.m. on a Friday night are listening to the show. And they're sitting right over there if you're wondering.
If you're driving people and you are driving, drive carefully, but look at those yellow things out there. The lights. And if you are going to text, please don't drive. But if you're texting...
I'm always saying this on the Passion Show. It's constantly coming up.
Yeah, don't do it. So the yellow of the emoticons, the only original first big emoticon was just a happy face. All the ones that are now there, come on, like those
that's the origin story of the emoticon. It's sort of beautiful.
So yellow. And so those are the yellows.
I would love someone to come on the Passion Show and be passionate about emoticons one day. I think they're fascinating.
Well, there's a movie about emoticons.
Oh, yeah, the Emoji Movie.
I watched it. It was like, what?
Yeah, emojis go back, like that kind of illustrated language goes back to, the hieroglyphics. I like that. And cuneiform is kind of like that. Like, written word being more like symbol than just, just shape, like our Latin alphabet. It's an ancient thing. I think there's nothing, even aspects of like kanji and like Mandarin and all their writing. I don't know a ton about this.
Symbols, yes,
but they lean more into the symbolism territory than just like A, B, C, and so on.
Well,
I think that's super fascinating. So the smiley face is just what I'm getting at. Is a really proud and important modern piece in that legacy.
You talk about hieroglyphics in Egypt. Not that I'm showing off, but I did my homework.
Yeah.
The color yellow
Yeah.
was kind of a very holy color for the Egyptians.
Well, who did they pray to?
The sun.
The
It
sun.
represents the sun and the gods. And
A yellow
the
thing that's so
yellow-
divine you can barely even look at it. That's what the sun is.
They will represent the skin of the gods and the bones of the gods, the color yellow. So whatever, if you pay attention in the, help me saying this, hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Wizard giving me a lesson. Yeah, but that way, exactly what he said. In all Egypt, it's a color yellow. It's a holiness color. That makes sense because it represents also the gold that it's supposed to be kind of exclusive for the gods. So, see, yellow has been here for a while, and people like yellow. I mean, if the Egyptians they like it, they should have.
The Egyptians were on us, and
You're right.
that's the oldest, or one of our oldest societies on the earth.
Yeah, and yellow, as I did my homework, is one of the first colors that humans use in the caverns. To paint the caverns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was red because it was blood, but yellow.
Yeah.
It was one of the first kind of dyes that they create.
Yeah, simple
With
like
roots.
pigment
Yep,
from
pigments,
roots and flowers.
Yellow
and
ones. Haha.
That's beautiful.
So
I love cave paintings.
So I like to think that the first humans, their passion, maybe one of them. Can you imagine one of the first humans?
Oh man,
And
I imagine one of the first humans all the time.
That means, what was your passion, man? And he answered, yellow. See, there's Wizard.
Now, what I wouldn't give for a passion show time machine, to go back in time and do a passion show with one of our like ancient human brethren.
What will they say in 1,000 years about us?
Or in
Wizard?
1,000 years. Well, I hope that this show is still around 1,000 years. I have no reason to believe it won't be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been
Like the passions
archived.
don't die.
It's archived in the CFRU archives. It's archived on my server. Like, my server's not going anywhere.
Okay, so what about, let's say,
So what will they say about us?
100,000 years from now? And there will be like some humans with maybe 4 legs and 2 heads, and they're going to say, "Oh, look, this building here, and inside
Wait,
we
how
found
long did you say? 100,000 years?
100,000 years."
Well, it's funny to think like 100,000 years in the future. If we think about 100,000 years in the past,
Yep.
who are we looking at?
Like very old
We're
people.
looking at cavemen. That's caveman times.
No, exactly, but
So 100,000 years in the future. I
We're-
mean, it's like the caveman looking at us.
we'll be like more like energy, probably.
You think so?
I like to think that the way that things evolve and we're going to an energy level, and we are all made of energy. Your atoms are made of energy, and you are put together because of the electromagnetism in your atoms. Without energy, you will be dust. But I like to think that in the future they will see us and they will find just the way we find the pyramids. And we keep on finding pyramids and these buildings that are incredible, that are supposed to be super old. They will see, for example, this building, the University Center, and they will explore. And maybe there's a full mountain of soil on top of it, and they will say, "Oh, we were digging, and then we found these rooms with some things."
To find our old bones in here.
Yeah, there are old bones and
Probably at the end of this
CDs.
episode, a volcano erupts in Guelph, Ontario.
Okay.
And freezes us like Pompeii.
Pompeii?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
What? No, I would love to die in a Pompeii situation.
Well, it will be like
It'd be
taking
nice
a
to it would be
selfie.
nice to know that the selfie I'm taking in time is going to be preserved forever.
Yeah, that. As long as it's yellow, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. They'll find your yellow corpse and they'll say, like, this guy must have led a yellow lifestyle.
Well, my underwear is yellow.
Exactly. And there's no reason to believe
shirt
that your
is
underwear
yellow.
won't last 100,000 years.
Probably in 100,000 years, they say, "Oh, they were interviewing the god of that time because
Yeah,
it was
probably.
yellow."
Exactly.
By the way, maybe people don't know this, but my microphone is yellow, which makes me extremely happy.
It's true. His
See,
microphone
that's
is
it.
yellow.
That's one of the things, Wizard. Like,
I set
see
that up
yellow,
just for you.
I
I moved that microphone cap for you.
When I see yellow things, and I realized this when I was working at the Guelph Museum, like
The one by the Basilica of
Yeah.
Our Lady Immaculate.
yeah,
That's right.
That
It's a
was
great
like
museum. I've been in there a couple of times.
2018. That's 7 years ago.
That's
my
7
God.
whole years ago.
Yeah,
I was
7.
just graduating college at the time.
You were at kindergarten, I guess.
No, sir.
No,
No,
I
I
was-
know some kids who were in kindergarten at the time.
No, now I see. Now I feel a little bit more old.
Yeah, no, you're
but-
not old.
No, that's the other thing. Yellow keeps me
Yellow keeps you
very
young.
happy. And so I was saying in the museum that we have like this staircase full of like made of glass.
Uh-huh.
And I'm working there. My Jeep, which of course is yellow, I park it there in the parking lot. And I'm having my regular day and I have to go through the staircase and I open the door. I look through the window.
What do you see?
I see down there, 3 floors down, is my Jeep.
Uh-huh.
In that moment, I realized how much I love color. I mean, I have always loved it, but it was a big smile in my face. It's like love at first sight. Every time I see the yellow Jeep, it makes me smile so much. It represents so many things. First of all,
I love like the objects in my life that I care about. I'm not an object owning guy.
no, same.
But there are some things where I see them and I'm just like, oh yeah, like that's the stuff.
So and that's a goal. That's my passion. Like if colored yellow can make me smile so much, like if I was seeing the most beautiful person in the world, but I'm seeing just a Jeep, and I smile and I was like, I would like people to be able to experience this, like this happiness, this. I get even goosebumps by seeing my Jeep, and I'm not not a object person neither. I'm a very simple guy, and I'm not into brands neither. But maybe you will get some sponsor when I say this. My Yeti mug, which has a story, and you were
it's a beautiful
part of it.
yellow Yeti straw. Yeah, I am a part of the vast, the rich tapestry of the yellow Yeti's relationship with Banana. Why don't you tell that story, Senor?
See, I'm working at the outdoor school. At the end of the day,
Yeah, so there
I have
you
my
are, outdoor school.
yellow mug, and it's yellow. Obviously, you cannot see it.
They
but
can imagine it. Don't close your eyes, though, 'cause you focus on the road.
Is
But
it
imagine a yellow Yeti.
Yeah.
Probably like a 1.5 liter, a little less,
Yeah, of pure coffee.
of pure coffee.
Always. I'm still drinking coffee right now.
Good.
So I have it there, and this is something that people ask me. Everything you have is yellow, and the honest answer is, I guess 95% stuff is yellow or black and yellow. And I said, and this was one of the reasons I started having stuff yellow, because I'm working in an outdoor school. Every time you lose something in the forest, it's very hard if it's brown or just gray to find
or
it.
green.
So, yeah, or green. So I decided yellow things are easier to find. The problem starts when you go to your place and every single thing is yellow and black. Because you will say, oh, it's easy to find anything because it's yellow. Yeah, but all the room is yellow. All the house is yellow. The furniture is yellow. So it gets to a point that it's hard. And this is what happened. My mug is yellow. I place it in the bumper of my Jeep. Because
Also yellow.
it's also yellow. Yellow and black. Everything is yellow and black. So I start driving. And this was on a Friday. I remember it was a Friday.
Friday Foxes.
Or Thursday Foxes.
No, maybe
But
it was a
the end of
Friday
the
and we were
week.
different programs.
It was in the end of the week.
Yeah, it was on Friday.
And I know it because I drove, and then I go home and I cannot find my Yeti. Where it is, I look in the car, I look everywhere. Again, it's hard because everything's yellow, but I cannot find it. And Dr. Wizard here found my yellow Yeti in the middle of the road because obviously I forgot to take it out from the bumper. So I drive, the Yeti falls down. It doesn't take, you don't need to be a scientist to know if you find something yellow at the Guelph Outdoor School, it belongs to Banana.
No.
And I know it because I have someone returned my mittens, someone returned my cap, someone returned my Yeti. So the only thing, and this is the part that was funny and it was a lesson for me, Wizard didn't say anything during the weekend. He didn't message and, hey, yeah, Banana, I found your Yeti in the middle of the road. Nope. He just waited until Monday. And when I saw you, and I remember you were at Barber's Camp in the picnic table, and I come in and he has my yellow Yeti on the picnic table. And when I saw it, again, see that moment of...
It's a beautiful moment.
It's a yellow thing, but knowing that it's alive. I mean, it's not really alive, but...
But it might as well be. It's imbued with so much of your energy.
See, and
It's
this
part of you.
Yeti yellow, I think it has something is taking care of it. Obviously not me, Because the second lesson that I learned is don't put it again in the bumper, because I put in the bumper of the Jeep, went in reverse in the driveway of my place, and I went over it with that's where it's dented
Oh,
here.
look at that. It's dented. That is a dented yellow.
It's dented. I had to use some piece of wood to put it back together as a circle, but these things are indestructible. You can run a yellow Jeep over your yellow Yeti and it's still alive.
That's beautiful.
And I have a replacement, but see, that's the other thing. The yellow color must have something so incredible that someone knows it. If you want to buy a Yeti thing, whatever, if you buy the yellow, like when they just bring it, they are always bringing different colors, weird colors. Right now, this mug, and it has nothing to do with the cost of it, but it's something that I don't understand. If you want to buy this Yeti mug, it's like $50. But the yellow color is $100. If you don't believe me, guys, people who's listening, go into the Yeti webpage. We're not being sponsored by this.
Not sponsored.
Just check the price of a Yeti mug in yellow color. And if you will see, it's double the price. So there must be something there.
That's outrageous.
Yep.
I find that disturbing.
But I found the solution.
Yeah?
Doctor.
Paint.
Now,
Spray paint.
I realized that if I cannot find something in yellow, I paint it. And that's why the van.
I was going to say, tell people about the van. Everyone wants to know about the van. They saw the van in Volley Village last summer.
Yeah.
They hear tell.
Hillside.
Yeah, in Volley Village at Hillside.
The Volley Village.
Volunteer Village, Volley Village.
Well, I decided...
And it's going to be right back there again this summer, isn't it? You and me and everyone who we hold dear.
Everyone, yes. We'll be at Hillside this
We drumming in Volley Village. It's going to be beautiful.
Doing your workshop.
Doing my workshop? Oh, I have... Okay, I guess that's the...
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I should
This is the... No, it's okay. This is, I suppose, the public announcement of Wizard Presents... I don't even have an exact name for it yet. It's going to probably be called... like Ancient Fiber with the Fresh Style, Wizard Presents Cordage Techniques, or something to that effect.
Very simple title for the workshop, yes.
Well, right now I submitted it with a very boring title. It's just called Making Cordage from Local Fibers. Blah. Yeah, boring. Blah. And moral of the story is I'm going to be presenting a workshop on making cordage, one of my favorite natural and like ancient crafts, a craft that's been being done for more than 100,000 years.
What will you be using, raffia?
I'll be using all kinds of natural local fibers. Raffia. Nice. I'll be showing off, dog bane, hemp dog bane.
Yellow one. You need a yellow one.
Cedar.
That's yellowish.
Milkweed.
Yellowish.
I don't know if there's any proper label. Raffia is basically yellow. I've got some raffia on right here.
So yeah, you heard that, people.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Truly, like you did hear it here first. I want to see you at Hillside. I want to see you ready.
Yeah.
First come, first serve. Come to Guelph. You're already in Guelph. Let's be real.
Yep.
Get on down to Hillside. The tickets are going fast. Early bird pricing is still on, I think.
Yep.
And I will teach you how to make cordage. It'll be a beautiful time. Yep. We can trade cards. My people talk to your people. Maybe you can even be on the Passion Show.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Nice.
Who's to say?
So yeah, you go.
But yeah, what I'm saying, we travel back here to the big yellow van parked in Volley Village.
So the van life thing, the movement. Oh,
van life? Hashtag van life. Yeah, I'm familiar.
I thought about living in a van, so I could be mobile and go anywhere, like a total with.
I remember when I helped you move the first time.
Oh yeah, well you remember.
You were really excited about van life back then.
I moved to a house, and I own a yellow Jeep. And the neighbor, first time we met, hello, welcome to the new house. And the neighbor is opening the garage door.
I will never forget this.
But
I'll never ever forget this moment. I was standing right there.
I could not believe that my neighbor, she has a yellow Jeep just like mine.
Probably there's like 4 of these things in the entire city. And it is. Boom.
So that was incredible. And then... maybe you remember that my daughter, I had to give her my. Oh yeah, I remember. Jeep. See, this is like.
There have been multiple yellow Jeeps in your history.
Well, there's 3 yellow Jeeps. So my daughter's car broke right outside my house, and she had to go back to Ottawa. And she said, "Dad, what am I gonna do?" And I said, "Dad, I'm passionate for yellow, but I cannot say no to my daughter. So
You're passionate about your daughter as well, presumably.
Yeah, I guess. Well, she gave. No. I mean, yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm very passionate. No, well, come on, like yellow color. My daughter, yellow color. Yeah, sure. No, she said I have to go back and I'm working and she's studying, so she took my yellow Jeep. You know what? How my heart broke a little.
Well, I mean, it says a lot. Look at the color of my watch right now.
It's kind of yellowish. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, it is color yellow. It is color yellow.
See, yellow is everywhere.
But like, imagine how you must feel. Like, I feel sort of bad. Like, I just questioned your love for your daughter.
Oh no!
But you gave your daughter. I don't actually feel bad. I'm just doing a setup here. You know. Imagine how much you must love this daughter of yours, your precious daughter, to give her the yellow Jeep. Where does that place her in the hierarchy of things? I would say pretty high.
I had my heart broken, not because of my daughter, but because of my Jeep.
Yeah, your Jeep, that's sad.
And I thought, what am I going to drive? Senor Banana, what is going to drive? Like, another yellow car, I guess, of course. But what car?
That gray Jeep, perhaps?
And then the universe, yeah, exactly. The universe put a second yellow Jeep, like a kind of monster truck Jeep, with super high, like super big wheels.
Yeah, the monster truck Jeep is awesome.
And I bought it.
It's awesome.
And people, how is it possible? And people said, you have one Jeep? Nope, I have two Jeeps. Lucky for me, I sold it because my daughter, in a crazy moment, said, oh, I don't want the Jeep anymore. It takes too much gas. And yeah, crazy that's true. That's crazy. But and I said, oh, my dear, no. Are you sure? While I was already taking the keys away from her because I wanted my Jeep back. And now it's here. It's very expensive, but again, it's not about the cost. It's about how much I smile. At the end of the day, we go to the barber's camp to get our cars, and I see the yellow Jeep, and it's like,
And you have the stickers on it and the flag, and it's all part of the mystique.
And the plates, Senor Banana.
That's right.
And people ask me why. The other part of the passion for the yellow color is that I want, and this will be my kind of dream to transcend in this human life.
It shows all about transcendence.
If the kids that know Senor Banana today, when they are 50 years old, they are sad or they are having a hard time and they see a banana or they see something yellow, maybe, just maybe, there will be a moment when they will say, oh, I knew a guy who dressed in yellow, who had a yellow Jeep, who has a yellow mug, and everything was yellow, and he was Senor Banana, and he was kind of a little bit crazy, and he always made me smile. And in that moment, that person that by that time will be 50 years old, with a hard time, hard day, will have a smile in his face or her face just by remembering the color yellow.
Well, I'll tell you, Senor, from experience that effect is accomplished. You know, I'm a kid who you've had an influence on. And when I see people wearing yellow, like, it's not just the color yellow, but specifically when I see people wearing a lot of yellow,
yep.
I think about you every time, brings a smile on my face every time. I think of all the phrases that you've said that have affected me, like how I say poom now.
Poom.
Instead of boom, I say poom.
Well, because that's a poom. That's a real poom.
Exactly.
Poom.
I say poom, and I say all sorts of unspeakable things in the Spanish language.
Not rated for that, yeah. And we have people listening that speak Spanish.
I imagine so I won't be repeating those words. But I don't even know what they mean, so it's okay. I just think they sound beautiful.
No, me neither. I don't...
You know, they say the Spanish is one of the romance language.
Oh, yeah, we're romantic.
But the Mexican Spanish is one of the really intense romance languages.
Yeah,
with what I say in it anyway. It's like a little more than just romantic.
No, we can be very romantic or the total opposite. So be careful.
Well, that's why, you know, I love the culture. I love Mexican culture. I always have. Mexico was the first country I went to as a kid. Before I even went to the States, I went to Mexico, and it had a...
Why would you go to the States?
Yeah, right. Well, it's closer. Actually, that's not true. I grew up pretty close to the border. But I distinctly remember going to Mexico as like an 8-year-old boy. And we went to a very fancy, decently fancy resort. It was like an all-inclusive resort.
Okay.
and it was called Bahia Principe. This is not an ad.
Okay, I'm going to tell you people what he tried to say was Bahia Príncipe.
I said Bahia Principe.
Oh, beautiful.
go.
There it is.
And, Bahia Principe.
No, Bahia. The
Bahia
H,
Principe.
yeah, this will come like a surprise for many people who speaks English. The letter H in Mexico, it's muted.
It's just an idea.
Yeah, it shouldn't be there.
It's like
exist.
a poetic letter.
Yeah, my second last name is Hernandez.
Hernandez.
And it has an H in front of it. You know, when I graduated here at the university, here at Guelph, there's a person asking every person, because you have a lot of international students with different names, right? Hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
It. So this person
Not everyone
is
can be an expert on
right
every culture.
There, writing in English how your name has to be pronounced. So when they announce the next person, so there it goes.
So writing it down
Next
like
person,
phonetically.
Senor Banana Garcia Hernandez. And it's really, like, come on. The only job of this person is to ask you how it's pronounced. And I said Hernandez. So say my name.
Banana Garcia Hernandez.
Exactly. Well,
you taught me that on like day one.
The person in the graduation day, and this is being recorded and is alive, so your families back in your country can see the graduation. So there, when they say my name, all my family start sending messages. Hey, my Hernandez. No, Hernandez. But, well, that was just a cultural note.
Oh, as I was saying, so there I am in Bahia Principe. And I'm a little child. And I'm like having a pretty good time, obviously, because I'm a kid and they're giving me Shirley Temples and there's like 100 pools. But then it's time for our day where we get to go on a like excursion, right? They're taking us to Playa del Carmen.
Playa del Carmen, yes.
And I am watching out the window of this bus. And it is the first time in my life where I've ever had perspective of any, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw just like some amount of squalor, people on hard times out the window of the tour bus. And I was just like, I was like, man, it's a big world. I'm a little guy in a big world and I'm in a bus right now. I distinctly remember just like being aware of the walls of the bus. I'm like, man, I am so protected right now. Yes. And I didn't know it was like too big a feeling for my little guy self to feel. I was like, what do I do with this? How am I meant to go forward with this feeling? But then, I did. Everyone does. We all accept what we have.
Reality, yeah.
And so yeah, that began the journey into like being a real person for me. I vividly remember that, and I've told this story to friends before. It's never come up on the show, but this is something this isn't just something I'm saying to you. This is something I've said many, many times before. Is Bahia Principe bus story for Wizard. So that's my connection with Mexico. I don't know why we started talking about Mexico.
I don't know, but
of course we talk about Mexico.
And now I have a question for you.
Oh, please.
What color will represent that feeling?
Ooh, that feeling, that like
in that moment. What if you would say, I need to put one color in that feeling?
It'd actually be green.
Green. See, I was reading.
Yeah, because green to me is the color of like being tripped a little.
Okay.
It's the color of being thrown for a bit of a loop. I don't know why. Okay. It kind of just is. Green represents a lot of things.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I ask you because there's again, I did my homework. Colors, I discovered that like maybe 2 or 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Well,
you've been doing your research big time.
I was going to be prepared.
I love that.
But one thing I realized, and I read it, and I knew about it before, but now I got the scientific exactly thing. The color is, it doesn't belong to the objects that you are seeing. So you are seeing my yellow Yeti mug?
Yeah, as I see, it's yellow.
And you see yellow.
It's clearly.
But the yellow doesn't belong to it. The color that your eyes perceive is just the reflection of the wavelength of energy that is not absorbed by the object. So the light is composed by all the colors in the world that you can imagine. They come, they
So
touch
like blue
an
gets
object.
stuck in there, red gets stuck in there, green gets stuck in there, yellow bounces off.
The only one that bounces is yellow from this object. So basically, this is not yellow. It's
But it
just
is
reflecting the yellow.
Oh, but counterpoint, Banana. I know I see your scientific understanding, but counterpoint, that's yellow.
But
it's yellow. Look
yeah,
at it.
yeah. But then the other thing, the color that you see, the tone of the color, how brightful it is. It
all
depends.
the characteristics of it, the qualia.
Yeah, all these characteristics depends on certain factors. For example, your age, my age, how much water you drank today.
Ambient lighting in the room.
Ambient
We're in
light.
a pretty yellow room right now, so that almost looks white.
The
actually.
same yellow, like the color, the tone that I see as yellow, from your eyes maybe it looks like brown.
Mm-hmm.
But I will never know exactly which is the color that you see as yellow or as a brown.
Well, I actually see yellow as yellow, so that you will know exactly.
But who told you how yellow looks like?
I mean, we both see that that's yellow.
Oh, we decided that this mug is yellow, right?
Yeah.
Because someone told you, when you see this tone, it's yellow. But I don't know exactly which tone you are looking. And I don't know exactly, you don't know which tone I'm looking.
Maybe.
Maybe for me, the green color is what you will see as yellow. It's kind of tricky, but the point is that the objects do not have color. They're just reflecting the wavelength of energy, of light, that was not absorbed. That's it. So, but that makes me think, and this is the romantic part of my Mexican side.
Okay, let's hear it.
I like to think that this mug has such a good vibe, such good energy, that instead of absorbing the yellow, it bounces back to everyone to give some happiness. The mug itself will give happiness to other people.
You know, there's something. It's amazing that people who find their way onto the show, every last one of them is a poet, yourself included. Because what you just said to me is beautiful poetry. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thought. The mug just is so generous with its energy that it says, "I can't accept this yellow. I want everyone's eyes to enjoy this feeling." And you know what's interesting that you say that, Banana? Because you know the thing that reflects the most yellow of anything I know, it's you.
Well,
so there you go.
I will accept that, and I guess I would say it's a privilege to be able to reflect yellow color. And I really hope that my objective, this is my goal in life. I get to that point that a passion can become your life goal. Like if you have a passion and you can share it with people to help them achieve something, whatever it is, then it becomes a life goal. And my passion for colored yellow, I want to share. No, I don't mean that people will have to like yellow, but they may have a color that they like, and that will bring them happiness. So that's what I want people to.
Because when you
find their
say
happiness.
yellow isn't just a color. Yellow is the feeling that it inspires in you.
Yep.
That's sort of what you truly love here.
Yes.
Because all your stories aren't just about like, oh, you like lemons because they taste yellow, or whatever. The stories are all to do like, oh, I see this object that is yellow, and I feel inspired, or I feel giddy or gleeful. And that's that feeling. That's the real thing we're striking after here. So, to me, yellow could be blue. Blue is my yellow.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
blue isn't my yellow. Orange is my yellow. But blue is Manny's yellow. Green is Corbin's
That's the thing for me. I guess like we all have like these diagnoses in our heads.
Speak for yourself.
To make it, because you're Mr. Normal. We all have our things, and one of the things I have is that I get distracted very easy. But colors, I'm like Playmobil guy. You know the Playmobil, the toys.
I don't know Playmobil guy.
Playmobil, come on, no Playmobil, no Playmobil, the toys.
Yeah, I'm aware of them.
They are very simple toys. I mean, with very solid colors.
Yeah.
For example, Jeeps. If you pay attention to the colors of the Jeeps are like a big, huge Playmobil car. It's like a big toy. And for me, that's easy because when I go to a parking lot, we were talking about my van. My van is like the van life. It's like a DHL van. Fully, it was white, but I painted black and yellow. One of the reasons
beautiful.
is because when I go to a parking lot, I have a hard time seeing all the different colors and finding my car. But when you have a big yellow van, you cannot lose it. And also, you cannot forget people if you see people in colors. For example, I see you orange.
Okay.
I see Manny blue. I see Corbin green. I see Jen brown. All these people are Guelph Outdoor School workers. And I see them as
and
a
also
color.
and also past and future passion show guests.
Which one? All of them?
All of them.
You
Either
will have-
past or future.
Pastor, okay, yeah, you will have a good time, or you already had a good time listening to these people we were with. But see, all of them represent a color for me. And the again, romantic emotions here. When I see something orange, and you may remember this, I try to get orange stuff for people. Not because I need to give you stuff.
I have a couple of orange things from you that I really appreciate. I still have that orange Yeti.
Yeah, I remember you have an orange Yeti, because it makes me feel like I'm adding some of my happiness to you. I'm sharing my happiness in your own color.
You're attempting to speak my language. You're reaching out. You're presenting an olive branch.
Olive branch?
Yeah, like a metaphorical olive branch, you know?
Okay.
You're saying, like, let me... I know that you're saying, I know, Wizard, that you don't speak the language of yellow, but let me try and speak the language of orange with you.
Sunrise orange? You told me that was your favorite color?
Yeah, the
What was it?
orange of... I've told you this forever ago. The orange of, fall leaves. The orange of the sunset. The burning orange. Like the deep orange. The dusty orange, even. But I just that color just appeals to me. It's an appealing color.
And when you kind of adopt one color, I think this is my conclusion of why yellow is important for me and is my passion. When you adopt something so abstract, even though you can touch it, you can touch the color, but an idea, a feeling, a mood, which is what yellow is for me. When you adopt it as part of your life, you will always have like a happy, safe place. Like when my days are bad, when I'm feeling pain in my chest, when I feel pain in my shoulder, I try to look consciously. Now I do it. I try to look something yellow, and I let myself loose in that color. So when I think that when people find a color that makes you happy, keeps your mind in peace, whenever you need that color, that peace, you just see that color and you will get back there. So I think that's
what the Wizard name does for me.
It gives you peace?
Yeah. That's why I stick with the Wizard name.
I would say wizard, but I mean, I get it from your point of view. From my point of view, wizard means good energy, good vibes, fun. I consider you are a fun guy. You
appreciate it.
You are an entertainer. If you guys don't know it, Wizard is one of the best storytellers I've known.
Oh, they know it. They know. There are a couple episodes of the show I'll direct you to where I tell stories.
Yeah, those the way you make the stories yours, and you share. They are your story, but you share them in a way that people can adopt those stories. So yeah,
that's because I think about story time. But thank you, I appreciate that. You've summarized me well.
Yeah, it's
storytelling is something. It's a real, and I'm also, I do have a couple orange shirts. I like my orange. That's where I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a vomit green. I think this has been described as the least appealing, like scientifically the least appealing color. I'm wearing my cigarette box green.
What, the black is?
No, this green, this particular green.
Oh, that?
I'm gonna
change
the way I'm saying it and move the microphone a little.
We can paint it yellow, I guess.
Yeah, we could. But yeah, this, if you ever notice, cigarette boxes world round are colored in this exact color, this green color, because a study was done years ago, I think about a decade ago, and I could be totally wrong about this. I might be fabricating this memory, but I'm pretty sure the study was done in Australia. No fake news on the Passion Show. I got to grab my phone. But they did the study for they just blind tested hundreds of people to compare colors and say, what color do you like better, this one or this one, to make a ranking. Very bottom of that ranking, this precise color. I think it's kind of hip to wear that color. But as a direct result of that, governments around the world legislated that cigarette boxes need to be that color. So when you see a cigarette box,
to make them less appealing.
To make them less appealing, and they also obviously slather them in the most heinous pictures you've ever seen.
Yeah, that's.
And I don't think that actually works. I think it's it's part of the mystique now.
Well, the
To
concept
have
that
your-
you are a rebel person.
But
and
that's
you
why I
against
kind of
the
like that
system,
color.
Now you want the
Exactly.
one that is supposed like the underdog color.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do the
Exactly. And I feel bad for the color that governments were like, yep, that's the cigarette color now. Because obviously cigarettes are
Cigarette
gross,
color.
disgusting.
It looks like
I don't advocate. We do not advocate cigarettes on the Passion.
Cuban.
Show.
It looks like Cuban military. Oh, and that's why I got all my clothes because people ask me, Banana, do you have any other different color of clothes?
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is that no, I only have black, yellow, and one T-shirt from Ottawa University that my daughter brought that is color wine, like reddish.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to use it just because she gave it to me. But why I start wearing yellow and black? It's very simple. I was like 6 years old and I saw Fidel Castro from Cuba, and I saw him in an interview. He's wearing his military clothes. I saw him like when I was like 10 years old, and what he's wearing?
What's he
the
wearing?
Same military clothes. And I saw him for a third time, and he's wearing the same. And it came to my mind, he must save a lot of time thinking what he's gonna wear.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, I can go to my closet. I just grab any T-shirt. It will be either yellow or black, and then I grab any pant. It will be yellow and black. So there is no mistake. Whatever
You and I are very
choose,
similar in that way.
I will be right because it's just yellow and black.
That's basically how my wardrobe works without the color thing, but it's all like very similar, mix and match. I think
Exactly.
you and I bonded together at outdoor school first because we both are we go for iconic, and I don't mean iconic in the modern sense, but in the original traditional meaning of the word iconic, which is like a very like an understandable and easily, a well-shaped edges. We're going for like this is the thing. That's a poor description of the concept. Obviously, I think you understand. You and I have talked
get
about
what
this
you
before.
say. Yeah,
And like iconography, that's how we present ourselves. You are Banana, I am Wizard, and we both have like a package that we're presenting.
Yeah,
and it's a great way to invite, especially with kids, to invite kids into bigger ideas.
You know who does this very well?
Who does?
And they are experts on this. The creators like, for example, Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
They have exact colors for each
Yeah.
mood. And the red one is the boss. And the yellow one is like the chill guy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Their little bands, they are also different colors.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And with that kind of iconography, it makes the more complicated ideas easily packaged behind and within those colors and within those big icons. For me, the icon is just the idea of a wizard and what that represents to kids. For you, it's a color just like that.
Yep.
And then behind that, it's like you are subterfuge. It's like you're sneaking in greater concepts behind the wall. It's hard to just like walk up to a 4-year-old and be like, I'm Dr. So-and-so, and I want to teach you about the vast, beauty of nature. I'm going to start teaching you bones and tracks and stuff. You come in, you say, I'm Senor Banana, I like yellow. And then a few days later, you have them, you got your hooks in.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then come the bones.
It's a way of selling what we are selling, which in our case is nature connection, make a better world, a peaceful place for the kids, for the people in the future, people in the present. And yeah, I think that yellow color has done that for me in a very good way. It sells the idea of being able to get the attention of people, and then when they are in the hook, now I will tell you why it's important nature, why it's important to share, why it's important to be happy. And yeah, that's me. That's my passion.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? It's beautiful because we're almost at the end of the show.
Almost.
We've got about 2 minutes left.
So, you were recording this already? What?
Yeah, we've been actually recording this whole time.
Secretly.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's been 54 minutes exactly. We recorded up to 58, so we have 4 more minutes to talk.
4 more minutes talking about. Let me see.
And the last minute we're gonna reserve for. Actually, we only have 3 minutes because I have this long intro now. This long, amazing intro created by friend of the show, Sasha Beam from Tractor Beam.
Okay.
But so we have a couple more minutes left here.
Okay. So shoot your
So
question.
all of these shows end. You'll love this with a gratitude circle.
Oh, Okay,
Isn't that cute? But we don't need to get to that yet. We still have time. I want to ask you. I'm really glad. Usually, I lose track of time on this show.
I've been looking at the time of the computer because maybe you don't know people, but there's a little yellow line that comes out every time we're speaking. And I'm trying to speak at the right volume, so
Good
I'm
for
always
you.
in the yellow.
An unfortunate thing is that because that is where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be speaking in the yellow.
Okay,
I hope I'm more or less in the yellow. I think I'm in the red a little.
You go more to the orange, yes.
I can turn my mic down. There we
There
go.
we are. Oh, it's still there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
it
a
is.
wizard, yeah, of course.
I'm projecting my voice. It's fine. Well, no, we've been yummering. What I was saying is, do you have any closing statements? About 30 seconds worth of closing statements.
Okay, I think that yellow represents a feeling more than just an object. I think that everybody has some yellow in yourself. If you don't believe me, go to the toilet and you pee. well, we have all yellow in us.
No, you're right. You're right. Everyone is full of yellow. It's just full of a bunch of yellow.
Life in yellow is a happy life, but you can.
And it isn't amazing, that pee is water. It's the life-giving substance converted into yellow by the body.
See,
I think that's a metaphor right there.
we're like bees. The bees go eat the pollen and then
they go into
poop,
flowers and they turn them into a bunch of yellow.
and it's honey, right?
Well,
we do that. The pea is yellow. That's it.
We turn things into we're yellow.
It's our honey. It's a human honey.
Exactly.
Not very nice idea. No, but everybody find your own yellow, whatever color you find. I think for me, yellow works. I'm Senor Banana, so what is good?
Exactly. You are Senor Banana.
And yes, and when you ask me why yellow, or when you ask yourself why something you like, I would suggest instead of asking why, ask why not.
Beautiful.
Because you will have no excuses to do whatever you're passionate about. Me is yellow, and I keep on painting stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you're never gonna stop.
No, of course not. Like now that I know that there's primer colored yellow, oh my God, I'm painting so much stuff.
Are you ready to do a little gratitude circle and put this thing to an end?
Shoot it.
That's so beautiful. This has been wonderful. I am grateful for the wind. I'm grateful for the clouds. I'm grateful for the color orange and the color yellow. I'm grateful for radio waves and how, whenever you're existing in Guelph, you are existing with CFRU literally moving through your flesh and bones.
Oh my.
I'm grateful for you. What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for our children. I'm grateful for our old people. I'm grateful for our pets. I'm grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for our bodies to heal when they're sick. I'm healing of any kind of soreness from winter. I'm grateful for spring. And I'm grateful for people who has the courage to really do and not just talking. I mean, we're talking now, but you actually do.
But the doing is the talking.
I'm very proud of and honored of being your friend Wizard.
My name has been Wizard.
And my banana.
And remember, only love will stop the killing. Over and out.